All right, good morning. Checking the sound. All right. Get started in a couple minutes. Morning, good morning.
Says the best thing we can do is mind our own business and let the rest of the world go hang. What's the matter with you?
No cause, just protection. Things got worse. No side effects. Inhale stress hurts. Love suggestions always first. But when that drive is to kill you, brother, stay alert. Only numbers, ditches can identify you. The magic system, some say we doomed. Others wait for some fate to get struck with some old light. You fight all your night, see it now. What a fucking feeling. Say that be I moved out east. Time would tell you, see you're destined. Hell having all the bang what you see. Oddity, we all have a difference, my and ignorance, bigger person, her and time got you close box for the close-minded. Don't find it strange how
What's up? What's up? Morning, Wixie. Wixie in the house.
back I lethal. I've been lethal, move on a double, move that stash. When you get out of the trouble, if you did it right, the highlight of my life. A drive-by for the night, maintain, refrain the fuckery. They don't even know Central Lab, G. Where they let go, take the metro, then you meet that shit.
Don't say it, mister.
I give love, 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 love me now. I give it all, love, I want it back. Love, I love it all. I make sure I give love, 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 love. I give love, 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 love me now. I give it all, love, I want it back. Love, I love it all. I make sure I give love, 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 love.
Thought you were asleep.
All right, let's go. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever, whatever it may be. News today is all about the U.S. dollar. Again, U.S. CPI. You know, I'm contrarian, man. I think it's all good. Inflation's over. Come on, everybody say it. Contrarian says inflation's over. Change in the price of goods has stabilized. I don't freaking know. What am I, a fundamentalist here? I know the markets look bullish. And the US dollar's coming down. So let's get our levels marked for the London hour trade. Good morning, good morning. We want this one today, don't we? Well, whatever the chart says. Inflation's over. There you go, Carp. Going the other way. It's all going to get figured out. Let's start this fresh. So we just have the London hour levels to start. All right, so we're ready for London hour. What else is going on? Things are moving better than they did yesterday while we were here. To start, we'll see. Been really choppy, man. Look at the last 2 days. The euro dollar, the great euro dollar. Look at the last 2 days of chop. Can't be like this forever. One win, no loss. I'll take it so far this week. It's so zigzaggy and messy, making traders' heads spin. And not taking a trade yesterday was the move, in my opinion, at least for myself. Things were already moving better. Hopefully they stay that way. So 1 minute left. We can see what's up with the London hour trade, and then we'll move on to the rest. Because we may be doing something here. Bitcoin at AR critical level. Alert, alert. And Ethereum has already broken the automatic rally. You know, I got bullish on cryptos in the last couple of weeks. You know, I've been saying that. It was the the truck running through the cars. We got to run through. I have a feeling, you know, whatever. But yeah, critical level. Ethereum broke through. Yep, broke through already. The automatic rally. Man, that is a long ass accumulation. What is that? Oh my God. Oh, I thought it was on a forward chart. Look where it goes back to. 6 months, 8 months. You go to Bitcoin. You know what? You go to the weekly chart. No. Yeah. Weekly chart. Oh, it's just regular old accumulation, isn't it? There's your preliminary support, right? That's even there from the Wyckoff model, right? You have that. Then you got the accumulation range. You got the spring, right? It's time to go. Look how much volume on the spring. According to this chart, we're easily getting to 25 in the next month or two, right? In the next few, according to this chart, in the next few months, we could be up here. So says the chart, right? Not me. Everybody sees it. This is double price. This is doubling. You put in 10 grand now, you have 20 grand here. So, anyway, we'll see. We don't want to miss the London hour. Let's get back. Crypto, well, at least the real crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin are not dead by any means. So says the chart. Eurodollar scalp. Can I count this one? I posted this in the chat, in the Discord. Scalp, short, just before. Can I count it, guys? Am I allowed? It was just before the live stream started. Can I put it in the win count? I did say it in real time. Just, can somebody give me a yes? The official record. Peter, are you using Binance? Of course. Okay, Wix, you good. Because actually, why am I highlighting that? My entry, as I posted in the scalp room, right? My entry was there. All right, very good. As far as scalp target, yeah, there it is. And I can try to hold out for more. Stop and break even kind of thing. It could be a fake break. It's a little jumpy. Previous bar has a bit of volume on it, actually, so yeah. Little in the bank, get rid of risk. So London hour, what's that looking like? Nothing yet. It's a pretty small range, which means we'll probably get out of it. Or at least, test it, get some sort of setup. This guy didn't actually break, and that was 5 minutes early. So nothing there yet. That's actually considered the low. Yeah, a few pips on the scalp. If it hits break even, hits break even. That was the high probability. Attempting to break. If it runs, it runs. Awesome. But as soon as I took it, I took a screenshot on my phone and I posted the entry. It was still at that price if you took it. Anybody take it? Maybe some of you got in. Yeah, that volume is scarily high, meaning like if I don't get any more on this, it's really fine. I'm just following the rules. You close some and then you see what you get. I can count half a win, says John. Well, if it runs, then we're good, right? You missed it, okay. Yeah, I mean, with all that volume, we'll see if it could even run. Or it's just, it does what it's supposed to do, which is try to break previous swing. Barely anything pip-wise, but it's very high probability, pretty quick. And then you see if you get more, right? No more risk. So meanwhile, we'll keep an eye on the London hour trade. What else? Putting this stuff aside. See if I get any more in that scalp. Oh, no, I don't know if you know the scalp. You should know these, yeah. It's a scalp. Simple scalp. I pointed out the low volume here, and I don't know why the line wasn't there when I posted it. Took a screenshot. But there was supposed to be a line showing low volume, the test here of the 14 EMA, and then it quickly pulling away an entry right there. Well, a quick little something. Probably about to stop me out. Who knows? You missed it? Yeah. I mean, now it's something completely different where you wouldn't want to mess with that at all because there's too much strength. I'm like a pip from getting stopped out. Okay, so let's do our little tiny bit of profit, whatever. Let's go with the analysis. We did have this volume yesterday that looks like weakness from a 1 hour point of view. It's mixed. Get in there and see, right? That's here, where we had news or not much news. It was just U.S. activity coming in. It's really mixed, but there's a lot of volume generally at this higher price, and you see the result. What was this? Later day news speech or something? No real result from that. Kind of a mishmash there, but we know there was a lot of activity here. Not much following through on that off hours. and we did come down. It's kind of a mishmash in the background, isn't it? The idea of looking to buy low and getting some good up moves for U.S. session, that was the plan the last couple of days. We talked about yesterday buying below this low here, and on this day buying below that low there. So it has been doing this stuff. Volume's just weird at the U.S. Open like this week. It's a little weird. It's definitely different from December, from last year. Like something's changed. Just in the behavior day in, day out, a little consistency of something else going on. I'm out of that break even. But, let's keep an eye on this. We don't want to miss that. I think we'll have to just take it as it comes with the background situation. It still seems like it's leaning bullish on some pairs more than others maybe, but it's got a little mixed up back there the last couple of days, choppy sloppy. So we'll see what we can get. We don't need a clean background to get trades, or at least 2 out of the 3 type of setups. That's supposed to be the high right there. Okay. Well, we do have what looks like some strength here leading to this up move. And then we'll see if this confirms entry. The lower the volume, the better, right? The higher the close in the spread towards the high, the better as well. Let's see if we're going for this one. There was a bit of selling here. Really not bad, actually. I'm considering this. The volume, right? It's on the lower side. I can deal with that, right? Our recent range of volume. The volume's been a little erratic on FXCM, so I also would like to check. Okay, so here it is on another broker, even better. FXCM volume has been acting weird. So I'm going to be checking with some other brokers today. There are some surprisingly, unusually weird low volume points. You know, you look at this stuff long enough, it stands out right away. You know, this is not real. It's missing data here. Something's not right. And you go to another broker and you see it's more normal. Try Axie from. Okay, I'll MT4. I don't think I have in this computer, but I can get Axie on here, can I? Yesterday there was a rocket launch movie. And it's strange. Anyone knows what happened? No, it was very weak, but it's not something I really follow. Yeah. Okay, so this broker looks okay. The one that's acting up, and this broker that looks much better is really good on that low volume. Obviously, if it's doing a fake break and coming down, I'm not going to enter. But let's see if we can get back up here for a long entry there. London hour trade. See the 1 minute information. Yeah, no issue with high volume weakness. Technically, I could have entered right on that close, but obviously, if we're moving down, I'm not missing anything, and see if it behaves. It can get rejected right back out, or maybe it won't. Okay, and then we have GU as well now. Yeah, that's come back in. So potential entry here as well. Let's see. You see the yen shooting up made the pound yen come down, and that entry's not looking good. Pound dollar, if that sets up here for the long dollar index, right, it's behaving okay. Pound is on the stronger side right now. The pound is on the stronger side. Let's compare it to something. What do I have here? Euro versus the pound coming down. Pound versus CAD coming up. Pound is strong. So we have that on, aligned correctly if we go long here. US dollar index might come down. Double top fake break pattern. So no issue here if we get this entry. Again, looking at this broker also. Might have a little more volume than we like on it, but let's see. Yeah, because of that yen suddenly popping up, squashing it down, it's not a good match. This is no problem. All right, so that's about to close. Volume here is not bad, and the one I'm trusting more today says not bad. I could take that. It's a bit on the high side, not terrible. I like the sign of strength before it. I'll let you know if I enter it. Volume's a little on the high side, but not terrible. The strength before it is nice. Yeah, I'm going to put a position on that. So I did buy the pound dollar long. Also, it closed well near the high. It's not pulling back, accepting the price. So pound dollar long, London hour trade. I did take that. I'm in the trade. Looks like a reasonable stop loss. Which I'll just put at 20 pips for now, just to get it in right away. Stop loss at 20 pips. I don't think it even needs that much room. So long on the pound dollar London hour trade. On this one, volume, right? The lower the better. It's not low. It's not high. But I do like the strength before the move. That did affect my decision there. Off the low. I also like the close. Here's our actual level. I like closing near the high, at or near the high there. But yeah, that's part of my decision, was seeing that strength and that result. Also nicely seeing this starting to happen off that pattern. Also affecting my decision was that generally the pound is strong. It looks like it's not against the yen, but look at the other ones. They're into new low ground. Or at least the euro is. But, this big move, breakout stuff on the AU, EU, that's not happening. We got strong pound, and that's what you want to. Pound-driven move. Is that chasing the break? No, this is technically a correct entry on this particular trade, which is sort of self-contained. It has to do with the time of day. There's a video explaining the setup on my channel, so you can see the rules of this particular setup. London hour trade. It gets me into trades that I wouldn't normally just randomly take, on any pair at any time of day. It has to do with the pound at this time of day. This is the one other trade I took live on Monday. That ran for about 50 pips. I think our drawdown was maybe 14 or 15 pip drawdown. It was like 45 or 50 pip move. Well, we've seen that a bunch of times with this entry. So it's just kind of getting started off the first hour's action and sort of resolving that. But yeah, check out the rules on that. Anyone watching, that's what this trade is. London hour trade. $20 pip stop is not bad there. I don't think we even need it that big, but I just got it in there. Usually it's maybe 25 pips or bigger, especially if it's the pound yen, right? Honestly, I just want this to run for, whatever the chart says, I'll listen. I just want this to run for 50 pips again, or whatever nice, and just end the stream and go do something else. I'm good, you know. No, but we'll see what else is brewing meanwhile, of course. Let's see what else. So yeah, that quick little scalp did pay very much at all, but it did say, hey, your trade looks like shit now. You might want to get out, right? We all see that. And so, okay, tiny bit of profit. Let's move on. But again, the background, yeah, I was very confidently bullish in saying, especially a U.S. session when the background tends to play out, that we can expect up moves. We got it here, a fake break off the low, like that stuff was happening again yesterday, that up move. But you see everything going on here. Where are we really going, right? We can't go anywhere, and it's so choppy. Wow. Volume-wise, right? Our volume spikes are basically U.S. Open, leading to no result. Our high volume background, U.S. Open, where did we go? Nowhere, right? Even this stuff, what was the result? Literally, right, the middle of where this happened. You just end up in the middle and going nowhere. So if you think about effort versus result, or what does that volume mean? You know, you don't really get this normal behavior of, pre-positioning for a move and having a result, or, VSA type of background. When you have no result from the high volume, right? Except sideways. So it could be just a mix of, volatility of getting in and out of positions and no real consensus, or obviously no imbalance, put it that way, right? If you end up right in the middle, you actually have balance, right? In supply and demand. So that's sort of the issue there now, right? And that's a general story, right? With the dollar pairs. The US dollar did its thing on the down move, and there's just the chop, and we can't really identify so well accumulation distribution against it. So it is what it is. We get what we get scalp wise, London hour trade, and if high volumes show up, it'll give us a clue. Maybe they're figuring it out. We'll see what it means. But yeah, Wixie, I'm going to try that Axie Trader. I'll probably have it set up for next time, because FXCM this is not the first day that it's had some weird stuff volume wise. Mr. Dean, not good enough for you? That's understandable. That's good. That's good. Volume a bit on the high side, but I liked everything else about it. A little extra bonus of strength. Now I think I'll stay on Owanda for the moment, because that volume's not bad. Might have to sit through a break test. this 1 minute dropped in volume here into the new high ground. That's not bad, but then we hit something here. But as breakouts go, this is the 1 minute close up. As breakouts go, that's not bad. Volume wise, especially a little drop there. But it's not picture perfect. Yeah, whatever you're comfortable with. Yes. Oh, I hear you, Wixie. Okay. Okay. Yeah, right now I don't even have MT4 on here, so yeah. I'm surprised you can't get that on TradingView. Okay. As far as the yen pairs, this drop now has hit strength. Okay. That's not London hour volume. That's the London open volume. This is real deal. Trustworthy stuff. So let's back out. What are we looking at? On the yen pairs. New low ground over yesterday's low. Under yesterday's low. Nice. Okay. This could be the long we've been talking about for a couple of days. Weak dollar, weak yen, looking to buy retracements against them. Okay, good stuff, yeah. So the yens are in that area where we'd like to see strength to tell us we're going to try to continue up. If you look at the background of the yens, right, it's not nearly as bad and choppy. EJ is nice, actually. Pound yen, yeah, it's got its couple of days of chop chop. EJ is pretty nice, though. All right, that's the cleanest of these three yens. So coming to this area, what else do we have here? If we overshoot 618, we got a little swing point. Just be aware of. But in a nice trending up move, because we have this the last couple of days here, and not on many other pairs, we had that strong euro run, I guess. But we have a cleaner chart, and let's see if we get some reaccumulation on that euro strength that was going on, right? And it's a very good start. As you see the buying coming in. This is when we really got in there. Let's see. How's this guy going? Okay. Got some high volume. And the best thing you could see is a higher close as a result. So we're not getting weakness confirming. Yeah, that's looking good. Nice. I'm up 9 pips. Let's see where we want to go with this thing. Hopefully. Are we into the high of the day right now? Ooh, that might give us some trouble. But if I don't draw the line, that'll be fine, right? It's likely to do a little pullback action. Just because it's the high of the day. Let's see what we get here. We don't want no climactic fake break weakness coming in, right? First thing I'll do is, at this point, I could just move my stop to break even. Because if we're failing to break the high of the day, right, and coming all the way back to my entry, which is what, here? You know what I mean? Goodbye trade. I'll just get out break even. So yeah, stop at break even. We got to bust through the high of the day. Okay, 1 minute volume says more likely to bust through. Let's not take too long. Just want to get this trade and go do something else. I'm just being honest today. Give me the money like a vending machine and let me go do something. But the chart decides, not me. Chart says, okay, we're going to break. More likely to break. Nice strong move up. It's going to tend to stop and test. And if the volume, the lower the better here, just like our entry, right? The lower the better on the breakout. Yeah, looking good. Bullseye trade. Yeah, totally. I like that name. I think we should call it that. I keep like changing the name of what I'm calling those things. Yeah, let's stay up here now. Bullseye trade, the imbalance trade. I don't freaking know. All right, that's not a bad bar there. Volume's not high. That's the good news. Hello, welcome back. What's up, everybody? We got one trade going today so far, London hour trade. We're up about whatever the heck it is, 13 pips. Stop at break even. No sellers, no whammies. Let's go. Trade is being nice today. You know, there are some days where the London hour trade just really tests your patience, even if it plays out. Yeah, Tuesday comes to mind. I had to work for that 50 pip move, whatever it was. I had to work for that. Sit there wondering if we're closing it or staying in or what we're going to do. Ended up staying in with a decreased risk. Man, betting on the breakout of the high of the day, but, you know, no risk. I'm not going to kill my risk reward by closing this trade at 10 pips. Or 13, whatever it is here. Yeah. Trust the trade. Oh, who was that? Ooh, what was that? Did you see that? Big fat down move and then it got bought right up. Oh, they're battling. The war of the big money. We're definitely on team buyers. Well, that's a lot of volume. You know what that means? We got to close higher. As a result, you had like a seller here that would normally create the fake break, right? But it instantly popped back up. It was an order at the resistance turn support saying, no, you don't. Let's see if they may show up again right there. Battle of the banks. I mean, if you're into new high ground, the buyers might just give in and say, yeah, I know. Come on, buyers. Team buyers. That's pretty high volume there on the 5 minute. We don't like that. See, in cases like this, that's an extreme case, right? This is the highest volume since London Open. In a case like this is when I say, okay, risk reward my butt. I'm going to listen to the chart, and I can close them if I want. That's only going to happen, 1 out of 10 trades or 20 trades where you're up a decent amount, but not really at target yet. And then you see something really wrong on the charts. And that's the one case where I don't worry about risk reward. I just say, okay, I may not get any more off of this. So let's see. Especially looking at the close, we got a few minutes left. I think the key is to try to stay above. See if we can stay above the high of the day here. And get a bearish reaction to that volume. If we get a bullish reaction to this volume, right, closing higher on decreased volume, then we'll consider that not at all sign of weakness. The sellers got run over. Let's see. But that's something occasionally that shows up. So there's an example of that. What do you do if you're up 10 pips or 13 pips or whatever? You're being patient. You're waiting for your targets. You're being good. But the chart says, oh, you have some trouble on your trade. It's not looking good. And again, if this confirms weakness, right? It's rare, but it happens. And in that case, I will trim down. I will close some. Only in those cases. Otherwise, you got to wait till target. It's kind of like, on the other hand, you may have a target that's 30 pips, and then when you get there, the chart is saying it's going to go further, and you let it go further, right? So responsible management combined with listening to the chart is what I do. And again, stops at break even. So, either I get a little or I get a lot. But I don't want to get nothing. If the chart is saying it's not looking that good. Give me that higher close. Come on, right now, push it. Ugh. Who's selling here? Stop it. The buyers are fighting back. You see that shit? It just happened again. The battle of the banks. Oh, you think you're going to sell, right? Like bam, bam, down, up. Team buyers, let's go. But the bearish signal, to us would be, number one, like I said, this 5-minute closing down. Well, this one did, but it could be break test. Another down close. You see the 1 minute. But mainly also staying above this level. This is all break test continuation until we can't stay above here anymore. Then it's not. Then it's a bearish pattern. So we're staying above it. Battle of the banks. At new high ground. Battle of new high ground. Team buyers, let's go. Another leg up, question mark. I hope so, exclamation point. Battle of the buyers and sellers. Battle of the banks. Let's go! Let's go! Ooh, higher right on that close. Trying to show you who's boss, huh? Right on the close. Well timed. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, buyers are pushing. Ooh, sellers are pushing back, and buyers push back again. Every time sellers come in, they're getting wiped, right, Carbon? You ever get wiped? Inside joke. Sellers got wiped. Buyers saying, no, you don't. Team buyers. I know, right? It's like sports. And the buyers take it. The sellers with the right hook. The buyers come back with a combination. Devastating. Ooh. The sellers are not giving up, but the buyers say, you can try all you want. We're not giving you shit. Wow. I have my window open to close half the trade. I could do that. Nobody's going to stop me. Who's going to stop me? Carbon? Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. That's a lot of volume. They're pushing. Yeah, I'm closing half. All right, half in the bank. How many pips was that? Again, sooner than usual because of this. We go to the 5 minute. 1 minute is nice information. 5 minute, make your decisions. Reason for closing the trade a few pips earlier than 1-to-1, not that many. Was this highest volume since London Open? So really highest volume of the session that you're really looking at. And bearish reaction confirming weakness. Even if it continues, it just takes away a lot of the probability. Again, at this point, right, the lower the volume, the better for the breakout. So it's not good information there. So I'm okay with taking half, closing half, stop at break even now, still. And that's fine. Maybe it'll run. No risk. So either make a little or a lot. All right, cool. Nice. Ooh, that was intense. Buyers. Let's go, buyers. How about that EJ, right? Oh. Low of the day? There's an 80% chance. I'm making that up. But there's an 80% chance that could be the low of the day right there. You all see it. 618 overshoot. Previous swing point. But really, 618 overshoot is enough. We already know that. Nice strong move. Not much weakness selling. You have sort of that retracement activity that should just bottom out here and come back around. And the 5 minute volume certainly is backing that up. Now, if we can't confirm strength and see lack of supply, then of course there's no trade. But that's a very good start, right? We knew this one in advance that we could see buyers here. So we'll see if that confirms. If it wants to go lower, we just still have to see lots of volume rejecting. But this is that decision point here for that. Buyers showed up. That's not the question, right? Noise. But, do we get the proper reaction and everything else to follow? Okay, so that's a nice possibility for a second trade today. In these situations, right, you want to see strength confirm really as soon as possible. That's a lot of volume. That's a really good start, but let's confirm strength and not start closing lower on regular volume. That would be bad. Confirm that. Test the 14 EMA, whatever test area you may have. We'll get into that if that happens. And see if there's lack of supply along with that high volume demand for the entry. Noise. Well, it's a break test continuation now, so bullish pattern, even though we had some selling there, which, breaking into new high ground for the day. You're going to see that selling. But we didn't do a fake break pattern. And again, if we could solidly close higher, solidly, is that a word? On decreased volume, maybe a little less than all of this, right? All this volume, a little lower into high of the bar or into new high ground, and we're certainly good. We're much more likely to keep going. But yeah, the sellers kind of showed up, battling it out, right? Got music on. What do we got going? Oh, I don't have my overlay. I'm not going to count the euro dollar short scalp in the Discord. That's not technically a live trade. And this is a live trade score. Why don't I see it? Do you see it? Oh, there it is. A big fat 4. Nice. Ooh, EJ. Feel bad for you, but I can't help you. There was certainly buying into that. Not us. Certainly buying into that. How do you know, Pete? Well, I'll tell you. It's an average size bar. The volume's really high. If it was mostly selling, it would be a really big red bar. If it was mostly buying, it'd be a really big blue bar. But it's an average size bar, so it's a mix of buying and selling. Oh, buying, you say? Yes. That's still a good amount of volume for a small bar, so these buyers have not given up. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know. It's a battle out here, right? Sellers and buyers here. A lot of activity on a small bar. That means a lot of buying and selling. Matching orders, not being able to go anywhere, right? But still very active. Active on both sides. You could put your overlay to show only on 1 hour chart, unless you always want it there. Oh no, I'm doing it through what's it called again? OBS. So it's just there, no matter what. Like if I go here, it's even still on the screen. But yeah, I could do it differently, right? Yeah, I kind of like how it looks, to tell you the truth. I'll just leave it. For anyone who wants to question. Is this guy really taking it? Is this guy really? But yeah, that's how it's set up. All right, so GU long looking good. A little profit in the bank. So far, so good. Let's see if we can get more. Oh, where might we be headed? Also, as far as targets. That's a nice move. Thank you, says the pound. Well, there's nothing but weeds to the left. When you get into areas of weeds, you tend to be weedy again. Hopefully not, but there's so many resistances. I don't even want to draw them, but I am. Oh my god! This one, this one, this one, this one. Let's go with the high of this day. High of yesterday. We're dealing with that shit now. And we get the high of the previous day and the high of the previous day. Okay, there's a lot of highs to break through. Still struggling to move up on high volume. Sellers are fighting. Well, like I said, I'm glad I closed half. Chart says not so great then. We can't close up. Not even into the high of the bar, never mind new ground, but we can't close up on the bar on decreased regular volume, coming down from that, you see. Sellers won't go away. So yeah, stop at break even. I entered on the close after this close, so I'm right here at about 60 and change. So maybe I'll survive it and get more, maybe not. Certainly wouldn't want to be in this trade with risk, so that's all I could do. The mighty euro. Is it going to continue to be mighty? If this does happen, ooh, bloodbath. A lot of long positions taken out from the last couple of days. Because this just looks like range structurally, right? This barely does anything. Then we start really trending up, and the late buyers are all through here. So they're all kicked out by this point. And then, of course, if you're going short now, as you're getting into London Open, if you're getting short here, I hope you're scalping. Otherwise, could be hunting your stops on the up move. Buyers pushing back again. Wow. Break test. They're holding it. Buyers. Buyers don't give a shit. Ooh, that's a nice. Okay, that's the 1 minute chart, but we gotta close near the high of the bar on a bit of a decrease in volume. So a little more increased chance that we can now move up, but we know it's a battle. It's almost 50-50 at this point. Get rid of risk, put some in the bank, right? What else? AJ similar to EJ. I mean, they're all doing this down move. The question is, does it become a high volume bottom reaccumulation? Maybe. Very much maybe. Good start still, right? We have all that volume down there. Let's get up and see our supply situation. UJ going down, getting ready for... I'm not thinking about CPI or any of that stuff. We just know that the yen is really strong, so everything's dropping against it. So the cause of the UJ is the same as everything else. The yen pairs. Extremely strong yen. So everything's dropping against it. Maybe would you consider pound yen or EJ if the bullseye trades those up? Yeah, which one looks best? Maybe the pound yen. Whatever looks best. Yeah, that's fine too. They all have it's all the same story, isn't it? Whatever looks best. Yep. There you go. So, like I said, if we could see a bar closing closer to the high on some decreased volume, then we're likely to continue. We did it. Chart doesn't lie, does it? Oh, look at the volume on that. Is that real? Sellers giving up? Sellers giving up? Let's go. We're going to 122. Let's go. That's a really good sign. Sellers giving up. You can come down here on low volume all you want. Okay. Either way, holding on to it. I like the GJ long set. I've been patient though, waiting. Yeah. The pound is a bit stronger than the euro. Australian dollar also strong. Perfectly good choice. Likely to correlate anyway. But yeah, very nice bottom and 618 overshoot. Where you need to see high volume, the higher the better. That's all there. So let's get back above 618. The sooner the better, right? We don't want to break test continuation pattern or any bearish crap. Want to test the 14 EMA. The intense 5-minute analysis begins. 14 EMA is that. And we test it. And we get the low volume. This is the template. Low volume test. And the next level to test. And that would be entry. Now, of course, we could get an automatic rally and start to come back down a bit, see some strength, and then break it, right? There's variations, but this is the quickest. I'm not drawing a million lines, but you get the idea. We got to test for sellers if we can get a little higher. All right. Well, we're not taking off here to the moon at the moment, but it's good information that these higher prices are not showing a lot of selling into. Maybe the buyers would just be a little patient and buy whatever down move they get here. Either way, whatever. Hold on to that half position left and see what it does. EJ, of course, is that same thing. I won't draw it, but we want to test the 14. We want to get back above 618 as soon as possible. But that is a perfect start to be able to identify the demand, the strength, the bottom point of a retracement. Now, the 1 hour, if you're looking at that, it's not very high volume, but it's not a reversal situation. And secondly, it's half an hour. It's about 30 minutes into that 1 hour candle that you actually get that really important stuff, volume-wise. You see that, you know. So the 5 minute show. If you go to the 30 minute, that's probably, highest volume of the session, and that really represents this price area, right? Because it hasn't really been there for an hour, more like half an hour. So there you go. 30-minute chart represents that low price volume. Glad we got the London hour trade going today, because I don't like sitting around talking crap for so long. I end up half the shit I say. I wish I didn't even say. Stick to the charts. Get some trades. But it gets so boring, you just start talking. I'm a sigma, you're an alpha. Patience is difficult. Is it, though? I don't know, man. I don't have that problem anymore. I get it, but you don't want to lose money. It's difficult for you, Wixie. Ah, yeah, newbies. I'm just kidding. Playing with you. Yesterday was the ultimate test of my patience. I tried to set a good example. I think that was it. That was a good one right there, man. I was joking about it after, right, Carbon? Had 100 people. I don't know if that was real or what. 88, 100. Like all these people show up. I don't know if it was a real number because nobody was really typing in the chat or anything. I don't know what that was. But it was that plus decide if you're getting in this trade right now, you know. I'm like, yes, no. It was 3 trades I almost got in yesterday. But I didn't, and I think they all would have been losses. And I was so close to entering, but I didn't because the chart said not to. I was patient. If I was aggressive yesterday, probably took 3 losses. So there's a reminder. I don't know, right? Does that help? That's a good one, Wixie, yeah. Fear of missing out. Yes. Okay, well, if you rush, then you're definitely going to miss out. I don't know. Yeah. The no regrets approach. Yes, I say it so often for a reason. Right, makes sense. Yes. If it runs without you, you're okay, right? And you also have this thing that if you take the trade, you really do it right, and you end up taking a loss, rare, but of course happens. It's a different feeling. It's like you got to know that that's fine. You did what you're supposed to do. Do it again the same way. You'll win the next 5, whatever, you know? It's different from, fucked up. You know? You can almost blame the market. Not really, but you know what I'm saying? You can almost say, that wasn't my fault. The hell is this garbage? Closing my charts. You better convince me to take another trade and clean up your act. You know? Instead of, shit, I fucked up. Yeah. If I take a loss, it's a warning to me that something high probability didn't happen. Maybe be cautious and maybe, you know, let it work itself out kind of thing. I mean, even the London hour trade, it may not be the highest win ratio. I mean, it kind of has been, though. But yesterday was very close to entry, didn't give the entry, and that would have been a loss, I think, yeah. How are these guys doing? All right. It looks like a test of sellers at the, especially when the 14 EMA is kind of far away, they'll use whatever's there. And yes, the 618 becomes support term resistance. So do we do a break test continuation? We can look at it that way. Break test continuation. The buyers are certainly hoping not. I'll leave it like this, just so someone can come in and go, Pete, what the heck are you doing now? Look at that on the bottom, too. Ooh, marking pullbacks. All right, we got this guy hanging on above resistance at least. Higher prices, not so bad on volume. It's still kind of 50-50. Good to have some of the bank, no risk. And yeah, that's the other thing to watch. Does this bottom form properly on the yen pairs? All right, see if the GU can hang on. You think it's harder to be patient if you have a small account? I don't know about that. I'm sure there's plenty of horror stories about the big account impatience. But it was a one trade a week. It makes 5,000. Okay, maybe, or maybe you really want that 5,000, man, and you rushed your entry. Difficult to trade on small account? Believe you. I will say, well, if you can't do it there, it would be more difficult with a large account, in my opinion. It's not even about the money. It's just to show that you could do it consistently. And then also gradually increasing the account. You know, you don't make a big deposit all at once. All right, $100 account. I got it up to $150. I'm ready. Putting all my money in. You don't want to do that. Time versus reward. Yeah. But if you're doing well consistently on a small account, I would say reward yourself by once a week adding a little bit. So it doesn't become like all of a sudden this new pressure. You know, it's a whole other thing. You'll find out, Wixie. Oh, it'll be so much easier when I have a large account. You'll see. Are these guys hanging on? Ooh. How about hit the like button for not rushing the VSA entry? Hey, everybody, it's a sign of strength. I'm going along. Oh, no. Not good enough. Pound? Obviously, we could have the 14 EMA hold it up. This is where whatever selling is going on here is going to tend to pause their activity. Stop loss is down here. Where is it? I'll put a line where the stop loss is. So easily we could stay in it if it does the 14 EMA routine and continues. That kind of behavior would look like stopping here for maybe 5 or 10 minutes before continuing. Having those small bars. If it really wants to look good, we can see some strength here. But just the fact that if it stops and starts to continue off of that, that'll help. If we're really coming down, okay, well, that's what the break even is for on the remaining position. That's fine with me. Team buyers. Okay. We have a little situation there too. So if the dollar index wants to do with that thing, pound dollar will do that thing. Pound yen, new low ground, patience paid off. Let's see. Yeah, that would have been a terrible rushed entry. Correct. And again, the thing is, buyers showed up, just not you, not us. They're on thin ice right now. Good luck. I got no part of that. Yep. Are you saying strength at the 14 EMA is even better than it hanging there on low volume? You have to say it's technically better, but it's not something you often see, so it's not like you look for it. It's like a bonus on occasion, if you notice, right? It's a bonus. So it's like if I was looking for this long scalp, and I saw strength and a result of strength, right, moving up, I'd say, okay, it's a little better than the average long scalp. That's about it. You know, logically, right? But a lot of times it just doesn't. Volume's flat and it just goes. Yeah. Opinion on trading bots, like EAs, like software that trades for you. What do you think? If it worked, I'd be using it, right? None of us would be here. Just make money while you sleep, right? Go to sleep. You have to sleep for it to work. If that's what you're asking about, if you're saying big money bots, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of that. That's good. They're predictable. They're accurate. Fine. How will it look at the 14 EMA when it was going to go down? It's going to struggle to close above and pull away. It's going to be more like a lot of times you'll see lower close, hanging out below. So the close above is kind of key. This one closed above, right? Let's see. If this one closes below, maybe the next one can do it. But if you get a few consecutive closes below and also starting to break this low, it's starting to lose it. You don't want to see too much price accepted below the 14. So far, it's not, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you meant like bots that like we could buy to use, or you mean like big money bots. But yeah, the average thing for sale, you could just buy and see. You know, it's not going to work, or else everybody would be doing it. They're not that smart. If you look at the code and everything behind these things, it's nothing. Just a couple of indicators. It's crap. You know, everybody know Chat GPT? You know, the AI? It's coming. The world is about to change. So Chat GPT, you know that one, right? So you got the AI. So of course I had to do it. Hi, AI, frickin' end of the world monster machine. Tell me a good trading strategy. I asked it. Give me a good strategy. And it gave me the shit. Moving average cross, stochastics, RSI, but you know, and then the disclaimer at the end. You know, you could take losses and make sure. You know, it gave like frickin' financial advice. You know, disclaimer. This is, you know, be cautious with your risk and all this stuff. And what I realized about the AI. Here's the thing. It's only as smart as the average person. It's going to be around the average. Now, the average person loses at trading, so it's not going to help you. I asked it about volume, how to use volume in trading. Give me a strategy that uses volume in trading. And it was very basic and nothing good. And after asking it a bunch of times, I finally got an answer that high volume could be a turning point in price. But it also could not, and high volume on a up move means that there's a lot of buying, so it's bullish, and it kept telling me that. And I realized this is what the average person kind of thinks about volume. And then, of course, giving me those moving average crossover RSI systems as what is the best trading strategy. It just, there's some consensus among traders that that's the best thing to use, Bollinger Bands and stuff. So, like, okay, this is just really the average intelligence, and the average approach to trading is not, it's going to lead you to losses. So I think that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the mainstream. Yeah. Because if you think of like the curve of IQ generally too, go to the middle, you have your average. There's a lot of people in the middle. Then you have your fringe geniuses, right? Really high up. And the AI that collects everything from internet and, it's not online now, but it got all its information from online. It's not going to know to hone in on the one guy who's smarter than the other 9 guys, and what he says is actually, it just kind of takes it all in and looks for a consensus. So it's going to be average intelligence, Makes sense? That's what I'm seeing. Hey, computer, when's the best time to buy a stock? Some common systems include moving average crossover, RSI. Like, oh, okay, forget it. Forget it. Computer, Earl Grey, hot. Let's see if we can make tea. Thank you, Carmen. Everybody hit the comment and notifications for winning trade today. See if we can hang on to it here. If not, we get a small win instead of a big win. And patience on buying here. We did not buy here, and that's a good move so far. And certainly a lot did, so they're worried and we're not. That's cool. Okay, good. Yes, that's true too. It can't find the difference between the mainstream view and the right view because mainstream can be wrong. Oh, it's a conspiracy. It could be very establishment. It could be very like whoever they put out there to give the information officially. It works off of that. It's kind of like Wikipedia where it gets manipulated. It can't be too fringe. Yeah, it's not. It's good at some things. Exactly, Mr. Grayling. Give me a strategy. Gives a strategy that 90% of people do. Yeah, and then 90% of people lose. Thanks for nothing. Exactly. That summarizes it. It didn't even say when the price is low. That's the thing. Hey, computer, when is the best time to buy a stock? When the price is low? It didn't even give me that good of an answer. It just starts telling me about I got out at break even. I'm out of this trade for a small win. I have no regrets. Hey, look at that. Amazing. I closed it a little before my real first target, which would have been around here, 1-to-1. 60, 70, 80. Actually, here. Here. Oh, okay. Barely. Yeah, I actually did make 20 pips. But, yeah, no regrets there. I'm glad I closed half and left the rest to maybe give me more, and I didn't get it. That's fine. If I didn't close any here, that would suck. Right? Right. Okay, good. No regrets. We did it. The best thing you could do with the information at the moment. There was a lot of volume up there. This was a possibility. But yeah, it didn't even say buy when it's cheap, buy low, sell high. It didn't even say any of that stuff. It kept going back to moving average crossovers to catch trending moves, and telling me to have like a really good risk reward, 3-to-1, whatever, and try to catch a trend with a moving average crossover. No good. Most people have been there. And that either makes them give up or keep searching. computer, is the vaccine effective? Studies have shown high. Okay, I'll stop. Get a knock at the door. So what else are we doing? I'm out of that trade. We were looking at this potential long situation, not setting up right now. May not happen. What else? Well, that's the move of the session so far. At least we caught some of that. Going right back, huh? Okay. I feel like getting rid of all these lines now. Choppy sloppy 1 hour on the dollar pairs and potential bottom on the yen pairs that has not confirmed. May or may not happen. Chart moves two ways, up and down, yes. Wedges. Oh no. No, not the wedge. Against the yen. Oh, like a 5 minute. These buyers are hanging on by a thread. I'm glad I'm not one of them. If this breaks through, I would look for a short scalp. If you're breaking through here without demand coming in, it's over. Buyers got run over, and that's that. Yeah, they tried. You know, they thought they were smart. Not happening. Can't even, do the break test continuation stuff here, right? What is that? Yeah. Can't even do the fake break and come back. And again, that's kind of the pattern we needed to happen. We couldn't get there. And that couldn't do the fake break of 618. So yeah, it just can't do even the bullish pattern at all. So for the moment, nothing to do on that. On the yen pairs. Dollar pairs have choppy sloppy background today. At this point, this is likely to come down. You see the selling into the up move and the lack of demand here in the test. Dollar index not doing this. Yeah. This is kind of in the middle of nowhere. It didn't test the high. Just in the middle of the range for the day. But it does look like a decent imbalance to the downside. With weakness, lack of demand. Slowing down. Well, if the volume drops down for a bunch of consistent bars, then maybe. It's a who knows if it's gonna slow down this soon. Maybe, maybe not. Really like the imbalance here. I just don't like where this trade is. But you see it, the weakness, lack of demand, and then getting squashed here, lower close. It's just a nice imbalance. Euro's weak right now? Yeah, a bit weak. Yeah. I don't know. I'll pass, I guess. That's likely to do that, though. I might end earlier today. What you doing, Carb? I might just take the money and run. That's not a bad short. The only reason I'm not taking this short, again, is because it's in the middle of the range of the day. There's not much to back it up, but this isolated 5-minute situation is likely to bring it to try to break support. So, do what you want with that. I'm not trying to tempt you, but I'm showing you imbalance. You bored, Wixie? You got some money in the bank. Take the Eurodollar short then. No, it's too late. It's gone. GJ short setup. We were just talking about buying it off all that strength, and now we're just shorting here. Now? Is that what we're saying? Getting the worst price of the day after some buyers showed up? I wouldn't. Oh yeah, if we start doing that, yeah. Of course, yeah. Not off a double bottom, fake break pattern, but if we do a leg down, volume is normal, lower the better, no high volume strength, then yeah. But not off of this. Because you have a mismatch of a fake break. Right? That would just be selling into a fake break. Which still, I mean, you're not looking at, besides this, volume's not great down here. Are you selling into an area where you didn't see buying? No. Right. But if you're selling into an area down here that you didn't see buying, okay, good. You know what I'm saying? Ideally, on these scalp entries, you have the structure proper behind you, which is good here. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. But then you have double bottom fake break if you get that. Now, yeah. So that would clean it up just by doing that. Yep. Another pattern you may see here, just from experience seeing these things, is since we're getting low volume here, and the buyers have really disappeared, let's say things kind of get quiet and pop up anyway, you could get high volume here. Think of it as a failed markup automatic rally break, you know? Too much supply. So you'd see a decent imbalance there of lack of demand and supply coming in on attempt to break automatic rally, which wouldn't be surprising if it didn't work. And a lot of times they do fail because of supply. And, you know, you get that common pattern there. If we do move up, see that weakness. So either one. See, if I didn't close half of that position when I did, I would be a bit annoyed. If I was in drawdown, it didn't close any, didn't move my stop break even, and I'm down, what would I be down here? 7 pips or so. That would be dumb. So the art of managing the trade. Yep. Doing it live. Look at all that volume coming in. But yeah, the euro-dollar looked good, unless buyers come in here. But it was in a weird spot. It's in the middle of the range of the day. That's why I passed. It's like dead center entry. And that's where you can get... It's hard to get high probability playing out. If this had come up to a new high ground and done this stuff up here, then I would be looking at short, right? Obviously, right? You see the volume and then the test. So just to point out, that pattern is really bearish. High volume there, low volume there. But into new high ground and not in the middle of the range of the day is the best place to do that. Yeah. So I would be in it if it happened off of a break there. What's the plan then? Yeah. So leaning more towards the obviously the long entry did not confirm. If you're an over aggressive VSA trader, you're long. That wouldn't be us. Good job. So yeah, as we come down into regular volume, scalp, absolutely, if it sets up right, is correct. Strong momentum, all good. Buyers going away, we'll find out, right? This is how you really find out if buyers are gone. This is nice, but this is how you really find out. No high volume down here. Then you're good to go. Selling into an area that's already been exposed as not having high volume. But that's just the pound being particularly weak. If they all start to do it together, then yeah, it's a little more reliable. Strong yen driving it. Yen breaks out of there. Yeah, it's on. Looking for shorts against the yen. If that happens. Aight. Man, tough day at work, Carbon. Sorry, I'm such an ass. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I just wanted to get in here, get a London hour, and go F off. That's what I'm gonna do. Hope you caught some. Hope you made some money today with your favorite YouTube streamer. Pip hunters. I'm sure there's 50 FOREX scam companies called that. Join the Pip Hunters Discord, $99. Mr. Dean, very good. Cheers, cheers. Snakey, it's good to see you. That's it till next week. Yeah, I mean, who knows tomorrow? What's up tomorrow? Tomorrow's a possibility. I'll let you know. It's not a big news Friday or anything. It's a regular day. And then you have high impact news gets out of the way early for the pound. So it could be a perfectly normal day, especially see how today ends. So it may be streamed tomorrow. It's a possibility, maybe. Let you know in the Discord. Make sure you're in there. And I'll let you know. All right, guys. Cheers, cheers. Good week. 2-0. I'll take it, man. Chop, chop. I'll take it. Yeah. Watch the videos. There you go. All right, guys. Been fun. See you soon.